Thank you so much. It's such an incredible honour and so humbling to be here tonight on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. And Terry, you have been such an inspiration, the work that you've been doing for conservation. So it's very, very amazing to be presented this by you. Also, massive congratulations to Bindi and Belinda. It is fantastic to be able to be on the same stage as you guys. You've both done the most incredible work in your lives. And the way I see it, this award, it's really about honouring the 1 in 3 Australians who take part in Earth Hour every year. Such an amazing number of people showing their support for cutting carbon pollution and tackling climate change, and the hundreds of thousands of people who make Earth Hour happen in their schools and their businesses and their communities. This award is about recognising their efforts just as much as mine. I feel really lucky to have grown up in Australia, and I'm sure you all share the same kind of memories as I do of fishing and camping and bushwalking, and having grown up in a farming family around the Hunter Valley and Newcastle and northwest New South Wales. I just have the most amazing memories of these special places that make Australia such a unique country. We are truly blessed. And so for me, conservation is about making sure that our children will be able to have the same kind of experiences in nature that we had when we were growing up, and that they will also have the same clean air and healthy soil and fresh water that we all have deserved and have been able to enjoy throughout our lives. Every past generation, when I think about conservation, I think about my grandparents, because they knew how to conserve things. My nan taught me so much about how to grow veggies and save water. Every past generation has made sacrifices for the sake of their children's future. But we, those of us alive today, are the first generation to be sacrificing our children's future for the sake of ourselves. And just a few hours ago, our government passed a direct action policy in the Senate, which is basically giving cash handouts to polluters. And we know, modelling shows that this scheme has almost no chance of meeting Australia's target of cutting carbon pollution by 5%, let alone the much more ambitious target that scientists tell us we need to have if we're going to have a chance of avoiding catastrophic climate change tipping points. So when things like this happen, it's a sad moment. But I'm not sad. I have hope, a lot of hope, and that's because of people like you who are in the audience tonight. And meeting you and hearing your stories, I'm reminded of a quote by Paul Hawken, who said, if you understand the science about what's happening to our planet and you aren't pessimistic, then you don't have a brain. But if you meet the people who are fighting and working for conservation, for environmental justice, and you aren't optimistic, then you don't have a pulse. And so with that quote in mind, I wanted to thank several people in the audience who are certainly people that give me hope, particularly my team at WWF Australia, our CEO in particular, Dermot O'Gorman, who has taught me so much in the year that I've been running Earth Hour. And also 2 very special people, Simon Nash and Dick Smith, who are in the audience tonight, who supported me so much through the documentary and the book. Wouldn't be here without you guys. Also, of course, Rob Purvis, who has been an incredible philanthropist and mentor of mine for a long time, and the Australian Youth Climate Coalition would not exist without him. And then, of course, to my mum, who's been incredible, and my amazing husband, Simon, and the entire team at Australian Geographic. And I will say my quote, again, just in case you've forgotten it, that often people will tell you that the work we're trying to do in solving climate change is impossible. But for those who say it's impossible, I say we're going to do the impossible to avoid the unimaginable, and those who say it can't be done should get out of the way of those already doing it. Thank you.